Get in there, D-lids. Welcome to another beer review, and this is a serious video, and I wanna start proceedings by dedicating this to some of the most hardworking and underappreciated reviewers here on YouTube, and that would be the beer drinking community. And big shout out to Machiavelli, Davy Boy, Seaside Mark, Gambino, Rochi. Who else have we got there? Freddie Crewlicker, and to name but just a few. And no, seriously, they are some of my favourite people to watch here on YouTube. And yeah, so I'm going to be doing this review in their honour. So I'm a bit spoilt for choice because I went to my local shop on the way home because I felt like having a few beers tonight. So I picked up a 4-pack of Carlsberg because I do like a Carlsberg. And yeah, I've been wanting to try these for ages, but for some reason I've never seen them. I mean, I've seen Special Brew about keeping it with Carlsberg. So I've seen that floating around, but never pulled the trigger on it. But I found a can of Super Skol, or Skol Super, 8%, served cool, brewed by Carlsberg. So yeah, Skol Super is a full-bodied, strong lager with a characteristic fruity aroma, and nutrition per 100 milliliters is energy 245 kg. 59 kcal. Fat 0 grams, fat of which saturates 0 grams, 3.9% grams of carbs, carbohydrate of which sugar 0 grams, protein 0.4 grams, and salt less than 0.1 gram. So yeah, it's healthy. So yeah, whoever said alcohol was bad for you obviously is a bit of a knob. But yes, I'm actually really excited to try this. I know right now there's a big debate about the likes of Putty from Verdant. A lot of quite heated debate I've seen. And then I just see this and I think, what the fuck's a Putty? Anyway, D-lids, let's get into this. Still chilled from the shop, and I won't be doing any more piss take stuff. But yeah, looking forward to trying this. I used to drink Skol a fair bit when I was pre-drinking age because it was cheap, and always seemed to be like friends' dads when we used to go around to each other's houses would have stuff like Skol around. So yeah, using my Northern Monk glass for this one. Haven't used it for a while. And yeah, so I'm going to have a couple of these and probably just stop there, to be honest, because I've got an early train ride tomorrow up to Leeds. That's not how people from Leeds say Leeds, of course. But yeah, beer in the glass then, and that's sort of a deep golden colour. Pin bright head, crystal clear, rushing carbonation there. It's got sort of like Märzen look to it. But yeah, definitely, you know, the malt build has been upped in this one compared to most lagers. 3 fingers worth of head. Certainly looks the part. Let's see what we get on the nose. And you might see me doing chugging videos in the future. We shall see. Doing a full tribute to the UK drinking community. So give it a swirl. Ooh, musky booziness. It's got that like sweetness you get from strong lagers. A little bit of grassiness. A little bit of hay. Bready. It smells pretty damn good actually. So yeah, let's give it a taste. Cheers, guys. It's not too bad until that metallic, musky, sweet aftertaste comes in. And you pick up a little bit of the alcohol on the back end. It doesn't taste boozy by any stretch, but you get the sort of like aftermath that you would expect with a lager of this ABV. Upper medium mouthfeel, I would say, but it still has that crispness you would expect. Do you know what? That is not half bad, actually. For a macro strong lager that has a bit of a reputation, I can definitely see why people would gravitate toward this if they want just a cheap, buzz, that sort of stuff. But in terms of like going all poncy, back to ponce, beer ponce mode now, hashtag craft cunt mode, it's actually not a bad beer to taste and to just drink. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's really inoffensive until you get the aftertaste. The aftertaste is a little bit, I wouldn't say it's like really unpleasant to the point where it's like I can't drink this. I'll happily drink the rest of this. But yeah, that's not too bad at all. And if you are, someone who likes to do big chugs, if this one isn't going to cause too much trouble, there's no way it's 8% ABV though. I don't mind that. I really, really don't. I'm not usually a fan of like high strength lagers. Obviously, aside from like a German Doppelbock or something like that, just because I love the flavour profile of stuff like Doppelbocks, as you all know. But I've had much worse than this. I really, really have. Would I try it again? Probably. I wouldn't necessarily say this would be a go-to sort of, day-to-day drinking beer by any stretch. Not for me anyway. But yeah, I'd happily try and attempt a chug of this. Get me balaclava on. I've already got the libertarian flag behind me. So just need to get some proper sick dance tracks on. That sounded really fucking... That sounded, when you get like an Eton sort of graduate who's trying to get in with the urban kids in like city centre London. Those like posh, well-to-do kids who like try and get in with the normal people. Oh, that's what I sound like. Probably sound like that throughout the whole review. But yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all. And it's not too unhealthy as well, according to the stuff on the side. Fruity aroma. It's got a slight like generic fruitiness. I know there's glucose syrup in it, but you're not really getting that too much. That's not bad. That's not bad. I've poured away quite a few beers recently that a lot of people would, get on their high horse and say, oh, well, this is what a beer should be like. Fuck all that noise. You drink what you want to drink, and you drink it how you want to drink it. Of course, if you drink to excess, that's on you at the end of the day. And if you're the sort of person who wants to drink this all day, who am I to fucking judge? Do you know what I mean? I do think there's a real sort of superiority complex between a lot of the craft drinkers out there. Do you know what I mean? The ones who like always try and get like a like jizz the pants over like a bottle of Cantillon and stuff, which I'm so indifferent to that sort of thing. If I get an opportunity to try it, I'll try it. Will I go out my way and put myself out of pocket for it? Not a lot of times. But if it's in the right moment, under the right circumstances, then yes, I'm gonna, indulge in that sort of thing. But just drinking something like this every now and then, most days of the week, what the fuck's the problem with that? Do you know what I mean? I know it might sound like I'm taking the piss out of that UK drinker community, but I do legitimately enjoy watching the videos. I probably watch that sort of beer content more than a lot of like craft beer reviews and stuff like that. Obviously I watch, close friends content a fair bit. But a lot of the time, even though I'm a complete hypocrite by saying this because I produce those sorts of reviews, sometimes I get really fucking bored of, that side of things. Sometimes I just like to have a drink. Do you know what I mean? And I've actually really been quite lackluster with reviews. I've been drinking a fair bit. Well, not more than I usually would anyway. Not to the point where it's a problem. But I've just I'm not finding myself, when I see a new beer release, I'm have to go try and get a bottle or a can of it. I'm just whatever I can get my hands on, wherever it may be. And if I'm even in the mood to buy it, I'll buy it. But I don't know. I wouldn't say I've become jaded with this stuff, but I'm much more interested in just talking with the people I've met through this. And that's not to say I don't enjoy beer reviews, because it is still probably the biggest thing that I do watch here on YouTube. But yeah, it's just have a drink, enjoy yourself. Don't feel the pressure to, I need to upload some of this brewery, or I'm uploading too many beers from this brewery. It's you drink what you want to drink, you review what you want to do, and if people have a problem with that, well, that's their problem, isn't it, at the end of the day? Just don't be a cunt about it. Do you know what I mean? Oh wow, you trade beers. And oh yeah, your friend in America, lives right next to Treehouse and Trillium, or oh wow, you were able to spend 600 quid on a bottle of slightly sour Cantillon. Do you know what I mean? If that's your thing, that's perfectly fine. But don't be a cunt about it. At the end of the day, don't be an arsehole. And just let people drink what they want to drink. You drink what you want to drink. You do what you want to do. Go to the bars, go to the pubs that you want to do. Spend the money how you want. Don't listen to me either way, because what the fuck is my opinion to you at the end of the day? I think people are way, way too involved with how other people spend their lives. Anyway, we could go on and on, but I've got this beer to drink and I've got food coming up, because I think I'll need it, because I might pop open the special brew a little bit later as well. I see why these beers have got the reputation that they have. There is a little bit of stigma about them, which I don't agree with. But yeah, I'd happily pick this up again. So in terms of a rating then, I'm going to give that one a 7 out of 10. I've had craft lagers which have been way more offensive and boring compared to this. If it wasn't for the aftertaste, that just sort of that's a little bit of a chink in the armour. It dulls the shine slightly. But yeah, just fucking splashed my forehead from the ring of the can. Yeah, 7 out of 10 for Skol Super. If you've tried it, let me know your thoughts, opinions down below. Are you a fan of these sorts of beers? Go look up the UK drinking community and the people I've mentioned. There's some really, don't know why I just didn't keep my glasses on and use my hand to scratch my neck, but I've committed now, so I might as well. That feels quite nice, actually. Oh no. Ejaculation joke. Thanks for watching, and yeah, see you all later. Cheers.